Hi, my loves. This is Isabella Sanfilippo coming at you from WCHS Wall Township, and you're listening to the I Love You podcast. And today, we have a very fun episode lined up for you guys, unless you don't like reading. Because if you don't like reading, this episode will not be fun for you.
It will not be relevant, but...
But I like to read. Becky, do you like to read?
I do like to read. I love to read.
Me too.
We love reading.
Becky, what is your favorite genre of book?
My favorite genre, I'm not sure. Okay. Because definitely fiction, like as a broad genre. But I really like historical fiction sometimes. I'm a big historical fiction gal, but I like the fantasy romance. I just like romantic, like rom-com books. I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to my reading genre. Like, it switches up. I just don't really read nonfiction often.
I think, well, the only nonfiction books that I read are kind of more psychology-based or, like, true crime-based, because that's kind of just more interesting. I don't really know if I could sit there and read about hydrothermal vents.
Yeah, thank you to the NJGPA test. That was a lot.
But I do find, like, nonfiction interesting on occasion. But
yeah, I just don't think it's what I mean, it might change when I, like, I'm out of school. I think for me, it's, like, I do all the nonfiction stuff in school, so, like, fiction at home and stuff. But I could see myself out of school, like, learning more and getting more into it.
I'm a big historical fiction girl, too. Not as much as of recently. A lot of the girls on my field hockey team who I'm friends with, they all read. So it's really nice because they give me book recs. And my friend Tegan recommended Powerless. Ugh, I will talk about this book forever. So just hold on one second. But she got me out of my reading slump and absolutely addicted to dystopian rom-com, like whatever. Like, I
love
eat
a
that
good
up.
dystopian
I know.
book.
I will, like,
Get ready for the Hunger Games.
oh yeah.
Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm very excited. It's Haymitch's backstory.
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
his time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's fire.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to Barnes & Noble on Tuesday. That's the day it comes out. And I think they have a special edition there. So hopefully I'll be able to get that. If not, I'll just get the regular one. I'm just so excited.
If you want, you can take me and I'll fight everyone.
Yeah, just push them out of the way.
Yeah. One person takes the last special edition. Don't worry, I got this. I'll take it, smash it against their head, and then we can pay for it, and then we can leave.
Yeah, we will pay for it. We're not stealing it.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm very excited for that one. Sorry, I think I
don't even remember.
Interrupted you.
We just got lost down the loophole of Hunger Games.
Came out of your reading slump.
Oh, yes, I did. And now I just eat books up like Hershey Kisses, and you know how much I love
I did not know
was
that, but I'm glad you
They
enjoy
were Hershey Kisses that I was eating in math, right? We had like a bucket of, it was some sort of chocolate.
I feel like maybe.
Or were they M&Ms?
I don't know.
I just couldn't
We did
stop.
a lot of like
A lot of
things with
candy
candy.
based, yeah.
It could have been Hershey Kisses.
I have a bad addiction to chocolate. I need to stop.
Well, okay, the thing about chocolate, so not to get off reading so much, but it's like it makes you feel happy.
It does.
Like, I don't know if it's just from the sugar, but it's like, you know in Harry Potter where it's like, eat this piece of chocolate, you'll feel better? Like, that is so true.
Yeah.
And it's not because I was just like attacked by a Dementor. It's just like life.
It's just
and
chocolate.
then chocolate is healing.
I love chocolate.
Anyway.
Chocolate and reading are like the perfect pair.
The perfect hot chocolate.
Yep.
Sorry, in a book, it's like the best thing ever.
But I love reading.
Yeah, I do too.
And me and my team just like recommend different books to. Honestly, it's mostly them recommending them to me because I had no idea of the amazing world of books that was out there. And I know you're not on TikTok, but there's Book Talk.
Yeah.
And I've gotten some good recs off of there, but also some interesting ones, which I didn't enjoy. Like, it's interesting how someone can love a book and then someone else can be like, oh, this is like,
I know.
book.
I just finished Iron Flame from the Fourth Wing series, and I was like looking at all the comments and like reviews on Goodreads, which did I ever tell you about Goodreads? Okay, good. I'm glad
you did tell me.
Okay, good. Anyway, and this one guy was like bashing it so hard, and I was like, what the heck? I loved this book. What are you talking about? But it's just so interesting to me how I'm also not a very judgy person when it comes to reading or watching movies. So I always find it interesting to see what other people think, and I'm like, sometimes like, oh yeah, I guess I thought that, but I just don't pick up on it, you know? I'm not like super, so I basically anything I read I like.
That's good.
Which I don't know if that's good or not, but for me it's good.
I'm similar, but sometimes, okay, so the dystopian genre has a lot of the same characteristics. And to me, because when I read Powerless, all of the comments were like, this is a knockoff of Red Queen and the Hunger Games. And I was like reading that and I was like, okay, like yes, there are certain elements, but there's only so much you can do with dystopian novels. But also, I don't think it's the commonalities, it's if they do them right. So that's kind of where like books get me if I like them or not. I just feel like a lot of the judgment around the books are like, oh, this has already been done before. Like there's only so much you can write about. A lot of the books are going to have similar plots, but they don't always do them right. Because Powerless I absolutely loved, and it was like, oh, it's so similar to the Red Queen. So then I read the Red Queen because I was like, okay, well, let's see.
Let's see, we'll put this to the test.
And I loved Powerless, but Red Queen I was like, okay, meh. Like it's the same backstory where
I wonder if it matters which one you read first. I didn't read either of them.
Maybe.
So I don't know, but
okay, wait. Read Red Queen first if you have time.
I will like
and then
both of them,
Powerless.
I'm telling you this right now, but I want to read them. I have so many books on like the lineup though.
Same. I made a section in my big note where it's just my book list.
Yeah.
But the plot of the story is very similar. There's a group of elites or reds based on whatever. But anyways, one group has powers, one group doesn't have powers. And then there's also like the love triangle between the two princes. It's very similar because a lot of the books are similar, but it just depends. I feel like obviously authors have different writing styles, but it just comes down to who did it better. So I'm sorry, I'm just like responding to all of the Powerless hate because that is my baby. And if anybody hates on that book, like just stop. You just don't understand the way I understand. Okay? Yeah.
You get very passionate about books.
Yeah.
Because it's like you fall in love with the characters.
Yes.
It's like you're a part of the story, which I love reading. I love reading so much. Because then if you like finish a chapter and let's say you can't read to the next day, it's like that whole time you feel this anticipation in your heart. Whereas like a movie, you're watching it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
Like yes, you feel the anticipation. It's like all happening. But it's like books, since it takes more time, it like feels like a bigger part of your life.
And you just keep thinking about it throughout the day.
Yes.
Like,
I finished Iron Flame and I can't get the ending out of my head. I can't stop thinking about it and I need to read the next one so bad, but I don't have it with me yet. I'll have it tomorrow, but I can't wait that long. It's crazy.
It's like, and when you finish a series, or if you finish,
like your whole world has fallen apart.
Exactly.
Like, I actually don't know what to do with myself anymore.
Because you just keep thinking about it and you're like distraught. And like specifically when there's books that haven't come out yet. But Powerless is a series and it's not finished, and I finished the second book.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same way for Iron, like Fourth Wing, the Embrian. But there's gonna be 5 and only 3 are out right now.
We're talking about reading.
Oh, I don't.
Which I know is a big part of your life too.
So I don't read. I read for school. And I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it sometimes.
You should try listening to audiobooks.
I should. That's what Izzy told me too.
Yeah.
I think I just would rather do other things than read, but that's probably because I have to read a lot for school. So
in the summer, try it because I love reading in the summer more than anything. It's like just sitting and
when I'm not in school and I'm grown, I will try to pick up reading
too. I like it. I like that plan.
At the beach, reading is the best because you can also use it as sunglasses to like block out the sun, so like it's nice. I would just a DIY hack for all of you guys. Even if you don't read, you can just put it above your face and then you can like make it seem like you're nonchalant in reading, but like you're actually just using them as sunglasses.
I could pretend I read.
Exactly. Honestly, I think that's what there's like so many guys who like fake read now, because like on TikTok, like girls made it a trend where it's like, oh, it's so attractive when a guy reads, which like, yeah, but like now these guys are pretending to read, and like there was one I saw where the guy was like looking at his book like so intently, and like it was upside down. It's like, how do you not realize it's
That's
upside down?
weird.
Because you see the words.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe he's just really skilled. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He just reads the book upside down because reading the right side was too easy.
I forget what I was talking about before.
For Dia barged in. This is her track.
Oh, when you finish a series
Oh, yeah.
and the last book hasn't come out yet, or whatever book hasn't come out yet, it is life-shattering, life-ending. I finished Reckless, which is the second book in the Powerless series, and the next book comes out in April.
Okay.
So it's
you won't have to
soon.
wait too long.
It's soon.
I know
but-
when I finish Onyx Storm, it's going to be like a year or 2
Oh,
years or
no.
something. So I'll be bored to that time, but it's okay. I won't think about it yet.
I feel as though if we don't read, we will never have those problems. I'm kidding.
But you'll never have the joys.
Yeah, no, I'm joking because I was thinking about like, oh, I don't have to think about that because I don't read. But like, it's the same thing with TV shows, anyways.
Exactly.
So it's actually just a universal problem. I think that actors should just like act all the time, and I don't think that they should get breaks. Okay, this is
Wow. Dia, what is happening?
and same thing with authors, like just
yeah,
write,
just
just write,
change into your
write.
character, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, why are you sorry?
Because I'm sorry if you took that seriously.
She doesn't want actors to lose their
Yes,
identities.
I don't. I actually don't. No, I'm sorry that I said that because, well, I'm not sorry that I said that. I'm just like, I wasn't being serious. I want actors to not be overworked. Okay, I'm like,
So as much as I would love actors to be listening to this podcast right now, I don't think a single one is. So I think you're
you know what actors are listening to it? The boys that pretend to read.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
What's happening?
They don't read, but I guess they listen to the
They're
podcast.
working non-stop. I feel
This is like a different universe right
like
now. I don't know
just-
what's
I feel
happening.
like I just came in and like ruined the vibe.
You did not ruin the vibe. We love having you.
Yeah.
But I feel like you are a different person right now. I don't know what's happening.
I'm a little tired and I just took my radio quiz. So I didn't think of anything that I said before I said it. What is this song? Oh, about like
reading. There's audiobooks that have like actual theater of the mind.
The Fourth Wing audiobooks, it's like they're called dramatic adaptations or something like that. I'm forgetting. Graphic audios, I think, is what their like the full title is. It's like the company like Graphic Audio Presents. They say it in the beginning of each thing. But Fourth Wing has this. It's great. Like they do like the footsteps when you're walking, or like the dragon sounds when like it's really cool. And I'm sure they have it for a bunch of other books too. That's the only one I've listened to, but it's like it's really cool. I
They
really
have it
enjoy it.
For the first A Court of Thorns and Roses book.
Oh, that's cool.
That one's cool because
Yeah.
like
That's on my reading list too.
There's
I can't wait to get to that.
there's the part, I'm not gonna like spoil it,
Good.
but like a monster breaks in and like you can hear
I love
like all
that.
of the crashing and then,
That's so
and
much
then the
fun.
monster's like it's like it's cool.
Yeah, that
So.
sounds cool.
And then there's rain in the background, which is kind of nice. It like pitter patters. So.
Yeah, I've been so. Oh, okay. I didn't know what was happening. I've been so obsessed with the Fourth Wing series that after I finished the first book, I went back and listened to the audio because I was like, I don't want to leave this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like you do become part of the story.
You really do. They're like your best friends.
Yeah, and you're like
It's
in
you
the
feel
world.
So attached. And then when a character dies, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's the same thing with TV shows.
Wait, you're making me remember that there are certain books that I really like, like The Outsiders. You said when a character dies.
Wait, I didn't
and
read that
then
yet. And I don't want to know who dies. Sorry.
Nobody dies.
But someone dies. I guess.
Someone dies.
Anyway, don't tell me who.
But no, I've genuinely enjoyed reading books. I think
Yeah.
that I just am very picky.
School makes it hard to read. That's
Yeah.
100%.
I think that's what. Yeah, I definitely want to pick it up when I'm older because I don't want to be like one of those like I don't know, adults that don't like have hobbies other than their work. Like, I still want to do like little like hobbies. Like,
You don't want to just be focused on work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I agree.
I think that I just need to find the right books.
Mhm. You'll find them. They're out there.
They'll find me.
They'll find you.
Everyone read Powerless right now. Go read it right now. You too,
Also,
Dia.
I feel like I need
I
to
told you about
mention
that
a historical fiction book that I like, All the Light We Cannot See.
Yes,
It's so good. It's the last one that I read. The last historical fiction I read. So I just wanted to throw out that one. It's really, really, really good.
I second that. I was, in the beginning, I thought it was going a little bit slow, but then it really picks up, and then you're like, oh my gosh. And then,
Yeah.
like, the ending is so, well, it's so
It's
sad,
crazy.
but, like, it's so sweet. It's
It is,
heartwarming,
it is.
honestly.
Yeah, that's my historical fiction book recommendation.
The Making Bombs for Hitler series is very good.
Oh, I didn't read that one.
They're, like, I read them when I was younger, because they're pretty short.
Okay.
They would, like, literally take you a day to read, but they're really good. And the second and third book are even better. The ending just wraps up everything so nicely, and
I'm glad when stories do that.
it's so sweet, the ending, so would recommend.
Don't read the series of unfortunate events.
Read that.
What?
Read that.
I-
Don't
I
listen
know.
to Dia. Read that series.
No, I loved it, but it made me really, really sad. The entire
Okay.
thing is really unfortunate.
It's
I
very
actually read-
unfortunate.
Like, okay, you're making me remember that I used to like to read, kind of. I think it's just I don't have as much time
Yeah.
anymore. But I read the first 3 books, and then I realized there was a show, so I started watching the show. And they give you a bunch of warnings in the beginning, like, oh, everything is sad, it's so unfortunate. And it's like, oh, whatever, like, I'll watch the
Yeah,
show.
but it's like, oh no,
No.
you're being so
yeah, because you were talking about, like, happy endings, and if you, or where it, like, makes you, like,
this
at peace.
those books
That's why I said don't
are
read it.
crazy, but they're
if
so
you-
good.
They
I
are so good.
recommend.
I feel like that is part of my like character development as a child.
Yes, they're good for younger kids to read as well as like people our age or any age really, because they give like he does this thing where he explains new words in it. He'll like say a word and then like with the M dash he's like, this means this, like not in
I like
that way, but I loved that so much because I learned so many new words from
I
that book
learned-
series.
Yes, I learned what like perished means.
Yeah, stuff like that.
yeah, because they'll like define it, and the kids will be like, I already know it.
Read.
Yeah, read.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I love you.
We love you. We love you.
Bye now.